the Vice President and the Vice President-elect. I'm not really clear when he becomes the Vice President-elect and he is the Vice President at this time.
Well, he is the Vice President and he's going to be sworn in again as the Vice President. Yes,
he's
so
also the Vice President-elect.
Well, indeed, he is Vice President and he is Vice President-elect. I don't think that there's any confusion there, Larry. And I think it would just run smoothly, one into the other, extending his tenure, or is it a new mandate being given now? Being given for another 4 years. Now we're about to listen to him take the oath of office and be sworn in for another 4 years.
Do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
and
bear true allegiance
to
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
of
the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Yemi Osinbajo, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that as Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and the prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives of principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct, my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the fifth schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear without fear
or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Vice President. So help me God.
Well, Malque, here we have the Vice President going through the last processes of the swearing-in ceremony.
No, he definitely is no longer Vice President-elect. He has taken the oath of office and has also taken the oath of allegiance and has now renewed his mandate for another 4 years. He is Vice President for another 4 years until it expires on May 29, 2023.
So here we have before us now Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. He's done his own part. He's taken his oath of office, and we'll now have to wait for them to conclude this phase of the ceremony, the signing, and then it'll be time for Mr. President himself.
Signing the dotted lines.
Signing the dotted lines, thank you. and I think it's just a really lovely ceremony. Everything is going as one would want it to. The crowd is watching this very, very historic moment. You know, this will be the first time in Nigeria where we have another party, you know, that came as an opposition party, continuing in office and holding and then being sworn in, which is historic for us in the history of Nigerian democracy.
Well, I think Ibrahim did mention earlier that members of the PDP had not been seen around, but now you can see that it does indeed have a national feel. The Senate President, who is a prominent member of the opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, is present at the event. So also is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, who has also been seen. They were all on the line waiting to welcome the President. And I think the statesmanship, that's how it ought to be. We're talking about democracy in action here. The people of Nigeria voted in a government The contentions might remain. They've taken the matter to court, which is where it ought to be. But today is a day for the inauguration of a new government. And I think it's extremely important that parties set aside the differences. Remember also, when you listen very carefully to the words of the oath of office taken by the Vice President, whom all elected officials, or which all elected officials also take, you see how weighty and how heavy those words are, that they must never allow personal interest affect how it is they carry out the duties in relation to the Constitution. And that's extremely important, Larry. The words taken, the oath of office sworn to by elected public officials are extremely important. And I think it's something that the Nigerian people can always hold the leader to account for.
I think I got that same impression, and it hit me very hard as the ceremony was going on, that the wordings were very, very well thought out. They had a lot of weight on them, and it puts a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of anyone who swears to that oath. Well, we have the Vice President coming in, and he's been welcomed by party chieftains and those that are in the VIP area. President there.
The president is still president-elect, Larry.
Well, like you said, there's no gap. It's he's the president. He's now congratulating the vice president, who for now is
Well, we'll expect in a moment from now. The president has already been invited. As you can hear, people in the state boxes standing up there as the president has been invited to make his way to the podium to take his oath of office for another 4 years.
It's now time. The president leaves his seat, accompanied by his wife, makes his way out of the state box, and he's making his way to the podium.
Buhari. Please, cameramen, can you please allow, let's have some caution there, please, some decency, please, I beg you, please. Thank you.
Well, you see the pleasantry has been exchanged there. The president about to take the oath of office, accompanied by his wife, Aisha Buhari.
Oath of allegiance. I, Muhammad Buhari, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. Oath of office of President. I, Muhammad Buhari, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and always, in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive, to preserve, the fundamental objectives, and directive principles of state policy, contained in the Constitution, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest, to influence my official conduct, or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide, by the code of conduct, contained in the 5th schedule, to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances, I will do right, to all manner of people, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not, directly or indirectly, communicate, or reveal to any person, any matter, which shall be brought under my consideration, or shall become known to me, as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, except as may be required, for due discharge, of my duties as President. So help me God.
So, the president has been sworn in, second term, new mandate.
I think members of the All Progressives Congress were saying next level loading. The president took his oath of office at exactly 10:42 a.m. and now he's sitting to sign the dotted lines. I've always been a little curious as to what is actually written in the register, Larry. Sadly, we can only see them signing those lines. We wish we could actually get an overview of what's actually written in the book.
For those that are not here, this is, I'm really even impressed that we can get this short. It's not been easy. There's been a lot of arrangements as regards where journalists should stay, how they should get close, how they shouldn't get, to some level close to the stand. But there we have the president. He's already been sworn in, and he's just signing the like Maupe put it, the dotted lines. But after this, we still have some things coming up. I'm looking forward to some part of it. The 21 gun salute.
Well, one thing that is missing from this program, it might not be missing, this might just be an observation. I mean, it's not on the program. Normally, after the president has signed the dotted lines, one of the things that Nigerians look forward to is the speech. But that is obviously not on this program. We will wait and see. We were not able to get any member of the team to find out if that was an omission or that was deliberate. But we will wait and see if either of the cases is the case, and whether the president will be addressing the nation. But next on the lineup is the lowering and hoisting of the national and defense flag, which is what you will be seeing shortly after the president has completed signing those lines.
Yes, then I remember very clearly, Mark, where we were here in 2015 when the president was sworn in for his first term, and you were talking about whether we would have the speech or not. That speech was one that I remember brought out those words that seem to have struck with a lot of Nigerians. I belong to nobody, I belong to everybody. I think those are the words.
The iconic words. They definitely will be around for a long time to come. I dare say, even after the president has left office, it's definitely one phrase he'll be remembered for. Looking also at some highlights from 2015, if you were to look at the president's speech, some people will think that you would still be, if indeed there's going to be a speech today, it's a big if. We're waiting to see if that will happen. But 4 years ago, we did have a speech today, and I think it will serve a lot of Nigerians well to look at that speech. Perhaps there would still be elements in that speech that they might want to recall today, and maybe things to look forward to, promises that will be extended into this tenure. There you have it, President Muhammadu Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, saluting and acknowledging chairs from Nigerians who have come to see him inaugurated today.
We now move to the next item on the agenda here, the lowering and hoisting of the national and defense flag.